So I want to be honest. When I first heard the news of Borderlands 4 being announced, I kind of just rolled my eyes and I was just like, oh boy, here we go again, right? Like, my hype was pretty much at 0%. The last couple of games that came out have been pretty underwhelming, to say the least. And then whatever that movie is they came out with, I never watched it. I saw some clips of it and I pretty much just told myself, nah, I'm not watching this. And then we had the whole Randy Pitchford debacle about how he said how real fans will spend $80 for the game just for it to end up being $70. I feel like that whole situation could have easily been avoided. I don't know why he would even say that when it's just like literally the dumbest thing you can do. But hey, I mean, whatever floats your boat, right? But even after all that, I still went ahead and watched some gameplay footage. I watched some of the recent trailers they put out, and I gotta say, it's looking decent. It's not like blowing me away or anything, but it doesn't seem to be as goofy and cringy as some of the recent titles. I just kind of wish it was more like Borderlands 1. Because in my opinion, I think Borderlands 1 is by far the best game in the whole franchise. I don't think anything even comes close. Although I know Borderlands 2 is probably the fan favorite. It's probably the most popular game in the whole franchise. I just personally don't believe anything even touches Borderlands 1. And the reason why I feel this way is because I feel like in Borderlands 1, you were just kind of tossed in this like crazy hostile universe. And it was more built around like exploration and kind of building your own path and kind of finding your way through this whole crazy universe, which I don't really feel like any of the other games after that really captured as well. But what really caught my attention with Borderlands 4 so far is I noticed that they're going with like a more open world, like sandbox style game, which they've never done before. And this is where the game is either going to sink or swim. And what I mean by that is that if they can't fully utilize this world to its max potential, it's going to fail. But if they can add plenty of secrets, like dungeons, and just like certain events going on pretty much every part of the map, I think there's some real potential here for this game to thrive. And as far as the storyline goes, if they can just give us something more like Borderlands 1, with less cutscenes and less cringy dialogue, and just not like the worst villain you could possibly think of, we might have something here. But if this game's anything like Borderlands 3, I refuse to buy it. Like, I am not going to sit through something that insufferable ever again. That was the worst campaign I've ever played in my life, which I know most Borderlands fans would agree with me. Borderlands 3's campaign should have never existed. It was quite obvious. It was like a virtue signal of someone's worldviews. And then you had Wonderlands, which wasn't as politically motivated, but still had a lot of cringy dialogue. I just think it's time for a new take on the storytelling. And not to completely shit on Wonderlands, I don't hate the game or anything. I'm obviously using some gameplay here. I figured I'd throw some sort of Borderlands gameplay up. This was the only game I had on this PC when I recorded this, so yeah. But anyways, if anybody even sees this video, or if you even get this far into the video, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Is Borderlands 4 going to be good? Do y'all like the new direction it's going?